Except for the supposed pain in his joints, none of the other symptoms he's complaining about are currently evident.
Besides low potassium, probably caused by him overhydrating after working out. His blood work's all normal.
Low potassium could also probably be caused by the experimental vaccines and anti-chemical warfare pills he was given before he deployed to Iraq. Not to mention the fact that whole country's littered with hundreds of tons of radioactive shrapnel from depleted uranium munitions.
You go to medical school in France, there's no trace of uranium in his urine. He was given the vaccines and meds 2 years ago without any allergic or adverse reaction.
Has he ever done any modeling?
We forgot to ask. We should send his urine to the University of Leicester. There's a professor there who's developed a more advanced screening technique for uranium.
The levels are too low for us to detect. They're way too low to cause any damage. Where are you going?
This way. Did you find out about any television or other media exposure?
Do you really care, or are you just trying to waste hospital resources to get back at Cuddy for making you take the case?
Of course I care. What a horrible thing to say. Do a LexisNexis search to get a copy of his credit report.
Before or after we tell him to eat a banana and discharge him with a psych referral?
I say before. And I say in between, give him a polysomnogram. Sleep apnea could cause chronic fatigue and paranoia. Find out where he went to summer camp.
You okay?
Yeah, just a little too much coffee this morning.
Were we walking you to the bathroom?
I wish. Wilson was just in there. These guys know what I'm talking about. What?
You were wrong about the nothing's wrongatosis. You can fake fatigue and joint pain, but you can't fake bacterial vaginosis in your mouth.
Where's his mouth been?
He says he hasn't performed oral sex on anyone in over a year.
Selfish bastard.
Because he hasn't been with anyone since his last girlfriend dumped him after he deployed to Iraq the second time.
Selfish bitch.
We've ruled out HIV, diabetes, and any other endocrine abnormality.
Could be autoimmune. Sjogren's decreases salivary flow, creates a hospitable home for bacteria.
No, his eyes and tear ducts are fine.
Who was his last girlfriend?
Yeah, we'll get right on that. Chronic fatigue, joint pain, and opportunistic infection spells cancer. Probably lymphoma. We should biopsy his tonsillar and submandibular lymph nodes.
Right about cancer, wrong about lymphoma. Unless you're simply hiding the fact that his lymph nodes are swollen. Get Wilson to biopsy his salivary glands. He's got parotid cancer. And see if you can get to the truth about who he's been dating. No way a Marine goes a year without getting some blood on his bayonet.
It's not an STD. You just...
Just do it.
Biopsy's inconclusive. I'm gonna do a cyanogram while we wait for the results from the additional blood work.
No hurry. Probably nothing we can do at this point anyway.
As long as the cancer hasn't spread.
He's spitting stink. You should focus on the living. I need a prescription.
I just wrote you a prescription.
Vicodin. I need Fusasin.
No, you don't. You figured out where you met your Marine?
What? Oh, that. I hadn't really thought about it. I can't pee.
You can't remember him, can you?
I can't pee.
So stop taking the Vicodin.
I want to pee and not be in pain.
Why don't you go to sleep?
I don't pee when I'm asleep.
Maybe you'll dream about him again. Maybe he'll give you an address.
I haven't peed in 3 days.
I read that REM sleep is the brain's way of working out problems.
Very useful. Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, you lied because you want to avoid talking about your obsession.
I'm not obsessing.
Why don't you just ask him?
I haven't peed in 3 days!
You'd be dead.
I'm not counting intermittent drips.
You'd be in agony.
Past agony yesterday around 4.
Still no relief?
I got relief. Just got no pee.
If the pills didn't work, you may need a catheter.
You can come here to talk to me about my pee. What's going on?
He's got cancer, all right. but it's not in his salivary glands. It's in his brain. And it's bad. At least 6 tumors, maybe more. He lost his hearing. His sight's probably next.
Death is probably next. No way he could have grown all these in a week.
They can't be older. The VA couldn't have missed all these.
Maybe they didn't miss them. Just mixed them up. Switched his films with another patient's by mistake.
Maybe. It means some poor sap's getting his melon sliced at the VA for no reason.
And this poor sergeant's gonna be dead by the end of the week.
Where have you two been?
Lunch. Why? What happened?
Wilson's found some fast-growing, elusive, or magic brain tumors. What did you find?
Nothing. He's telling the truth.
About what?
About everything. Where he's lived, who he's dated. Besides forgetting to mention his dad's shin splints, his granddad's nosebleeds, and to return a few rented DVDs, everything he's told us is checked out.
You have them researching your dream?
Nope. I have them researching my patient.
You had a dream about a patient?
This poor guy's brain is riddled with tumors, and you're checking his credit report?
Come on, I need you guys
Where are you going?
to do my job.
He's not your patient.
He is now. Go home and go to sleep. Maybe he'll dream the cure to late-stage brain cancer.
All right, ready whenever you are.
I'm ready. Wait a minute. Zoom in. I don't see it. You sure you're at the right coordinates?
Yeah, she's in the right place. Go 10 millimeters above the ACPC line on the Z-axis.
10 mil above ACPC on Z.
It's not there anymore.
Are you sure you got the gantry angle right?
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's not there. It disappeared.
6 tumors don't just disappear.
Unless they were never there to begin with.
The VA didn't screw up.
Maybe someone else did. Maybe he was Dr. Self-Righteous.
I saw the tumors. There was no mix-up.
Maybe there's something wrong with the portable imager in the OR.
Something that would cause it to show brain tissue in perfect detail, but completely miss neoplastic tissue.
And they were never tumors to begin with.
I told you I saw...
You saw something that looked like tumors. We all did. We were all wrong. Well, maybe he doesn't have cancer. Maybe he has a brain infection. It's causing multiple abscesses.
That miraculously healed?
No, they were healed by the antibiotics we're giving him for the vaginosis in his mouth.
If it's an infection, why didn't it show up in his blood work?
I don't know. Yet.
Dr. Wilson, we have a problem.
What did you do? I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. What'd you guys do?
John, calm down. We didn't even operate.
This be a residual effect. I can't move my legs.
Not the anesthesia.
John, we're gonna figure out what's wrong with you. But first, we need to know one thing. Have you ever appeared in any pornos?